Our program is starting late, and obviously there's way too much people in this room, so try to find a nice empty seat. Buenos, bienvenidos a todos para la Casa de Pueblo. My name is Denise Felipe-Adams. Guys, I just want everybody to know this is being recorded, so we will send you the link. You can find it in the One Brooklyn channel, the YouTube channel from the Borough President. I know everybody wants to take a picture, everybody wants to do live, but I need you to be seated, please, so that we can make sure there's not a fire hazard here, because they're about to kick us out. Bueno, bienvenido a todo. This is going to be a Spanglish program. I hope everybody understands both languages. Do you? Yes or no? Sí o sí. Gracias a todo el mundo. My name is Denise Felipe-Adams, and I'm the Special Assistant to the Brooklyn Borough President, Eric L. Adams. Welcome to the People's House. Yay! This is a special night because we haven't done a Latino heritage this big for a long time, but we know that all the honorees have a wonderful fan base, so we want to thank everyone for being here. Y le quiero decir un poquito par de cosas. So I want to say this is not possible if we don't have the money. So the money comes from our wonderful sponsors. We want to thank Ponce Bank, Emblem Health, Health First, and Visiting Nurse Services of New York City. Thank you for your dinero. We greatly appreciate it. We hope that everybody enjoy the food that's downstairs and the wine and also that photo booth and the DJ. We also want to, what I would like to say, porque muchas veces la gente me dice a mí, Denise, tú sí estás guapa o tiene un gesto, lo que sea. But I'm going to tell you exactly why that's about. Because I'm very strategic, and I know that a lot of people don't appreciate our volunteers. If you were served food or a drink or somebody ushered you, please be kind to them and tell them thank you because they volunteer their time, okay? And most of the time, they get a lot of heat from me. So I want to thank them. I want to also thank our beverage people, Inca Cola, who's one of the sponsors. Puerto Viejo, if you like that food, we came from Puerto Viejo Restaurant and Alice Antoinette. I want to thank the Brooklyn Hispanic Chamber of Commerce, who are our partners. Thank you. And the Asociación de Mujeres Poblanas de Brooklyn. Those are the Mexican ladies that are downstairs. They volunteer all their food, their time and their food, so I hope you guys enjoyed it. So we are a little short. I think we're missing like one or two of the honorees. Domingo Zapata actually was flying in today from Spain, so I'm not so sure if he's still here, but he guaranteed that he was going to make it tonight. Did you guys enjoy Moviendo la Colita downstairs? Did you guys dance? That was by Ballet Hispánico, and they're over here. They're celebrating their 50th anniversary. On the direction of Eduardo Villano. Thank you for being here. And we're going to do a little more dancing afterwards as well. So Eric Salgado's not here, so I'm just going to bless this place. We want to thank you, Jesus, for bringing everybody over here healthy and mingling and doing what they got to do. We actually want to make sure that everybody has a great time. And if you did have a little bit of a good time so far, say whoop, whoop. Perfect. Thank you so much. I want to call up our wonderful sponsor before I call up the Brooklyn Borough President, because I know he has to go. Our wonderful sponsor, Carlos Naudon, the president of Ponce Bank.
Good evening. She did promise Spanglish, though. I'd rather speak Spanish or English, not try to make it Spanglish because it gets very confusing. I also told him that if the Chilean flag is there, I want a picture because I was born in Chile. Ponce Bank is really honored to sponsor this event with the Borough President Eric Adams and, of course, our Mistress of the Ceremony, Denise Felipe-Adams. We are a publicly owned minority bank with a very strong core of Latino and Hispanic leaders and employees. And so we're very proud of the relationships we have established in our 60 years of serving primarily the Latino communities in New York and New Jersey. Our family really includes individuals from Central and South America, from the Caribbean, Mexico, and many other nationalities and countries. According to Pew Research Center, Latinos have accounted for 50% of the population growth in the United States in the 21st century, and are currently the second fastest growing segment of the nation's population. So we believe that our diversity and the Latino Heritage at Ponce Bank are great strengths and position us very well to be a financial partner that will help the Latino community continue to grow and thrive well into the future. We are named Ponce de Leon Federal Bank originally, and that was after an explorer, Ponce de Leon. Ponce de Leon once said, "Un campeón sabe que el éxito es inevitable y que el fracaso no es la realidad, más bien solo es una impresión. Un campeón sabe que la mejor forma de predecir el futuro es crearlo uno mismo." In short, in order to guarantee our futures, we have to create it ourselves. So our goal every day, along with partners like the Brooklyn Borough President and the Brooklyn Hispanic Chamber of Commerce, is to provide the financial education and services that would help the Latino community forecast its future by creating it. So congratulations to all the honorees here. Feel free to talk to us, visit us, and by all means, nice timing on the flag, but by all means, do talk to us at all. Thank you very much.
Ooh, Carlos. Thank you, Carlos. Thank you, Carlos. Let me check my runner show. We're changing this up a little quickly here. So, guys, if you found one of these on your chair, do me a favor. If you look at the bios for our wonderful honorees, they're extremely long and wonderful and accomplished people. But if you look at their handles, if you look at their bios, they have their handles there, all their information. We have a wonderful famous singer up in this place. He's not even looking at me. Oh, my God. Ugh. Brian, that's it. I'm not going to give you any shout out. I want my money. I want my money. So we put the information there because we always get people to follow up who's asking that they want to get in touch with one of the honorees. So we just made sure that we included that information. So this is for your use, and make sure you take it with you. Also, if you post any pictures, please put the hashtag, tag the BP Eric Adams on all his handles, and put the hashtag Latino Heritage 2019. And I'm going to make sure I see everybody's pretty face there, so thank you. I want to call up now one of our partners, which is our wonderful Rick Miranda from the Brooklyn Hispanic Chamber of Commerce.
Bienvenido a todos a la herencia de Hispanidad. How big is that? Big time. Welcome to Hispanic Heritage Celebration, and I thank you for being here. A lot of members, I see partners. Thank you to our sponsors, honorees. Congratulations. Also, a good friend, our district attorney is here, so thank you, this DA. Want to announce my Vice President, Juan Carlos Poca Sangre, our senior board member, Alex Paz, who are our senior executive staff. Mr. Borough President, it's once again a pleasure for me to do this, you know it. And to do it in the people's house is even bigger. 21 Latino countries salute you today. I'm happy to represent them, but we salute you. As usual, it's always my pleasure to introduce the Entrepreneur of the Year in Brooklyn. What a big thing. What a big thing. Let me get to it. Let me get to it in
Oh, wait. I said 3 sentences. It's 2 pages. 2 pages.
No.
3 sentences.
It's the highlight. It's the highlighted, Denise. The abridged version, Denise. You gotta love her. Give her a round of applause. She's trying to keep us on schedule, but nobody keeps me on schedule. So, our Entrepreneur of the Year, Madeline Vera's business Kinder Dance and Kids Dance Sports LLC, have brought dance, sport, gymnastics and fitness programs to thousands of children in the Brooklyn area for over 15 years. With a proven track record for bringing high-quality dance and sports instructional programs to children, Madeline credits dance and martial arts with playing a significant role in her life. In 2004, she won the Kinder Dance Franchisee of the Year award and is now serving Mr. Borough President over 5,000 children in the Brooklyn area. It is my biggest pleasure, oh my God, my biggest pleasure to introduce you to the Brooklyn Hispanic Chamber of Commerce and Brooklyn Borough President, Entrepreneur of the Year, Madeline Vera.
I feel like coming out in that picture right now, photobombing you. Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys. We're going to do a group picture with them real quickly. Oh, wait, look, the one you said, look. Give me the paper. Okay, thank you, thank you. Let's
Thank
keep this
you,
moving.
Mom.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you. So I want to acknowledge a couple of elected officials that's in the room. Our Brooklyn District Attorney, Eric Gonzalez. This is him. No, you have to give a Dominican Barbie wave. Dominican Barbie wave, people. Our District Leader, Tommy Torres. I believe there's another District Leader, Anthony Jones. I'm not sure if he. Oh, there you go, Dominican Barbie wave. Woo, woo. And there's a few judges here, so I just need you to rise real quickly because I can't remember everybody's name. Where are the judges? Woo, this is one of my favorite judges right here. I saw a couple of them somewhere around there. I guess they're hiding. The judges, yeah, we want everybody to see their faces to make sure. Pardon me for one quick second. So, what I want to say to everybody is about a little bit about our cultura. Can I say this in Spanish? Okay. So, yo soy nacida aquí, en Nueva York, pero me crié un poquito Dominicanish y un poquito Americanish. I went to a Catholic school where my principal was telling me I'm American, not to say I'm Dominican. And then, though my mother used to spank me for not speaking, like embracing my culture, I decided to embrace my culture in a little later age. But Spanish was always in me, right? We did everything. Lo oficio, cocinamos, limpiamos. Every Latino house, the one thing that I was able to take away from everything is I used to wake up in the morning with music, like most of the Latino countries, right? Very loud, just so you guys know. We have one of the best cuisines ever because everybody likes Latin food, right? Sí. Okay. Everybody loves to go to the warmth of their country, sí o sí? ¿Verdad? So I'm saying all that to say that the Latinos are very needed. We have the highest population here in New York City, though people don't want to admit it. What I want you to know is that we have a congressman who's Latino. We have a couple of senators, elected officials, some city council people. But we really got to continue to be known and represent what your community looks like. Y lo digo is, even if it's not you, please support a leader that you notice that they have the leadership qualities within them. Is that okay, guys? Okay, because if not, we know what's happening con este presidente que tenemos aquí, ¿verdad? Okay. So with that said, this is not possible unless el jefe de esta casa lets us have this place for us to party. So I want to introduce to you my Brooklyn Borough President, our Brooklyn Borough President, Eric L. Adams. Yeah, you taking things? Am I translating?
No. Thank you so much, Denise, who has really put her heart and soul into today. She puts together many events, but this was very important for us to celebrate the beauty and diversity of this borough, and today acknowledging the rich spirit and energy of the Hispanic community is important. And my comments are extremely brief as the majority leader is walking in. We want to thank her. Give it up for Laurie Cumbo. And so, let me just give you a brief thought that has really resonated in this borough as this borough continues to evolve. And I say over and over again, many of us were waking up to gunshots and not alarm clocks, but we stayed. We were here before Starbucks, and we're going to be here long after Starbucks. But we often, when I was a child, D.A. Gonzalez, I was the guy on the corner playing three-card Marty. This is before I became a cop. And the goal was to dupe you. The goal was to use a sleight of hand to have you not focus on the real issue. And we often hear this term gentrification. And the first thing that comes to your mind is housing. But we are experiencing more than gentrification of a home. We're seeing the gentrification of communication. The issues that are important to us, they have been gentrified. No one is focusing on our issues. When you have issues that are impactful to our community, they do not become relevant. And I've been talking about this for the last few days, and I really need for you to understand it, because there's nothing more of a Shakespearean tragedy than when people mourn louder for others than they do for themselves. And we have started to relegate our communities to a place of insignificance. When we had a drug crisis and crack was rampant in our community, it was an incident. When drugs spilled over into the suburban counties, it became a crisis. When 9mm bullets were carving highways of death in our community, not only traumatizing the bodies that it struck, but ripping apart the anatomies of our community, it was just an incident. When it spilled over into the suburban schools, which is wrong, but the reality is it became a crisis, and federal lawmakers engaged in the conversation of changing laws instantly, and the entire country came to a halt to deal with AK-47s and assault rifles. And the DA will tell you the issues in Brownsville and East New York and South Jamaica, Queens, they're handguns. But because of the people who are victims of those crimes are not significant in the eyes of America, they are mere incidents. But when it happens in suburban counties, it becomes a crisis. And everyone responds to those crises. When rats are biting our babies, and I have the audacity to kill a rat, you have people who are saying, what's the big issue? Save the rat. But let a rat bite a baby on Park Avenue, and you'll see this entire city will come up with a plan of dealing with rodents. But as long as in NYCHA, it's an incident. But when it happens on Park Avenue or in the other affluent places, it turns into a crisis. Our entire existence is being gentrified. Look at the numbers of people who continue year after year not to be educated, and you see black and brown boys. No crises. But let those same numbers happen in other communities. You will see a national emergency. 73% of black children have attempted suicide, an increase of 73%. Not on the front pages, not in the middle. It was just a passing thought. Let 73% of white children increase in suicide and watch what happens. You have a national movement. And you will have black and brown federal leaders leading the charge. Because it's Shakespearean tragedy when you start to speak and mourn louder for others than you do yourself. I am unapologetic about making sure people know that not only do all children matter in general, but specifically children who are in greater need matters. And we need to speak loud and clear and proud about that in a very full way. My children are in a crisis just like other children are in a crisis. And so when we come here today and we honor the men and women of Hispanic heritage, we are saying that you matter. You matter. All the conversation about closing borders, notice that Europe is not mentioned in those conversations. All these new plans and schemes that are being put in place, they're trying to gentrify us out. They want to write us out of existence. And so that's why we use this building, to lift up the various cultures that are part of this experience we call Brooklyn. 47% of Brooklynites speak a language other than English at home, and if you know Spanish, you know probably 53 of the languages. That's what this is about today. So I want to thank our sponsors for seeing the possibilities in what we're trying to do. I want to thank the honorees who are here. I want to thank Domingo Zapata, my brother, only person I know that can put away more scotch than me. Domingo and I had a wonderful evening together talking and hearing this amazing artist. And many of you may not even know who he is, but this is an amazing artist that took time out, coming from the airport, probably broke all the speeding laws, stopped at the speeding and pulled over and said, I'm going to see Eric Adams, using his Eric card. But we're happy to have him here, and we're happy to have all of our honorees, and we want to thank all of the sponsors from Emblem Health, Health First, Visiting Nurse Service of New York, Ponce Bank, Association de Mujeres, Brooklyn Hispanic Chamber of Commerce, all of our partners. Let's continue to uplift our community. Let's continue to protect the place we sleep. Let's continue to protect the future that we have in the borough of Brooklyn. Let's not be defined by what we are against. Let's be defined by what we are for. And let's stand up for what is right. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Borough President, my Borough President. Isn't he wonderful? I love his speeches. Ooh, gotta gather my notes here. Where am I? Okay, so now I'm gonna say a couple of sentences, the bios from our honorees. We're gonna ask the honorees just to go up, shake the Borough President's hand, smile. And then our house photographer takes a picture first, and then I just need everybody else to take a picture afterwards, okay? So and thank you, Domingo, for making it. Actually, he just got off of a flight from Spain. He came all the way over here to grace all of us. So thank you, Domingo, for that. So our first honoree is Manny Almonte. As the co-founder and president and chief operating officer at Mastermind Connect, a resource group for today's progressive men, and they're here, whoop, whoop. Manny has spearheaded the structuring and development of the organization's Young Mastermind and Camping to Connect youth initiatives. Manny is also the principal at MA Reloaded LLC, a web design and social media marketing firm. Thank you, Manny. Jose Andrade. Jose Andrade Jr. is the founder and owner of BKNY Printing. That's in Williamsburg, I believe. A custom screen printing company based in Brooklyn and born in Brooklyn. Throughout his 20-plus year career, Jose has positively merged his love of hip-hop culture and talent in screen printing to support creative people in realizing their dreams. So thank you, Jose, for that. Bryan Bautista first gained notoriety in 2014 with a performance of the national anthem at the Barclays Center. Following his viral rendition, he joined season 10 of La Voz, The Voice, where his rendition of Romeo Santos' Promise, Bryan's debuted at #1 on the Latin digital song charts. He continues to work with some of the industry's top great artists, such as Patti LaBelle, Pink, Miley Cyrus, and a couple other wonderful people. So thank you, Bryan, for being here. Miguelina Camino is the principal at Camilo Law Firm. Thank you, my dear, over there. In the Bronx, where her practice focuses on family and matrimonial matters. She is also the commissioner of Board of Elections in the Bronx County. Woo, woo, that's good to know. She enjoys giving back to her community and enjoys being active in the Dominican Bar Association, where she was the past president, and she also mentors the youth program through iMentor and Bronx Connect. Thank you, Miguelina. In 2014, David Lopez, with a BA in History and Political Science, becoming the first in his family to graduate from college. David is an associate attorney at the law firm of Windle, Marks, Lane, and Mittendorf, where he focuses primarily on real estate and corporate litigation. He is also a founding member at the Mastermind Connect, and thank you for being here with us. Thank you, David. He is the 19th president of St. Francis College, and by the way, guys, he is the first Latino president to ever be in St. Francis College. Well, I think somebody's a St. Francis guy here, right? Prior to that, he served as provost at, I can't even announce this university, where he led a number of efforts, especially in the context of internationalization that included a 3-year global arts initiative funded in part by the National Endowment of the Arts. We thank you for being here with us. She serves as the chief of staff to the Brooklyn District Attorney Eric Gonzalez, assuming the role in 2018. Among other key initiatives, I want to say Maritza, because that's how I know her, was a driving force behind the creation of Brooklyn's groundbreaking young adult court, which continues to serve as a national model for engaging emerging young adult offenders. We thank you for being active, Maritza. She has one of the highest roles in that position, in that office, so we thank her for giving her services. We have a wonderful young artist, Yael, he's known as Dex, with an exclamation point, Pasian, come on in, come this way, is a musical and visual artist of Dominican heritage. Although he was born in Russia, that's that Russian flag up there, Dex has been able to share his work and develop relationships with several well-known artists, celebrities, and athletes, which include J Balvin, Bad Bunny, Romeo Santos, Mark Anthony, Odell Beckham, and then soon Domingo Zapata, to name a few. Dex hopes that through his work, he can inspire other young Latinos artists to work towards their dreams and ambitions. Thank you, Dex. I have a stylish judge, Honorable Joanne Quinones. Where is she? Woo! Currently, she sits in the Kings County Supreme Court criminal term. She is an active member of numerous bar associations and legal organizations, including the Women's Bar Association of the State of New York and the Brooklyn Women's Bar Association, where she has the distinction of being the first Latina to serve as president of the organization. Thank you, Judge Quinones. In March of 2019, the artist Domingo Zapata was named an ambassador for the Pontification Scholars Occurrentis Foundation, and an organization founded by His Holiness that raises awareness of the importance of art and education. He is also known for that wonderful mural, 15-story mural in Times Square. He was afraid of heights, and he conquered that fear, so we thank you, Domingo, because he's a very well-established artist. We thank you for this. We want to call Madeline Vera up. Where's our... Can you please come up? This is the time where we're going to take a picture, so I just need everybody to line up. Can you please? Yep, you go it. Come up. Where's Rick Miranda? Rick Miranda? Oh, see? Yeah, I'm ready. So, Before I call Domingo Zapata to come up and grace us with his speech, I want to introduce to you our majority leader, Laurie Cumbo. She's my hermana from another mama. So come on up here, wonderful lady. Woo.
Good evening. Good evening. Are we excited? It's Latino Heritage Month celebration. Yay! I am so excited because I am a mom of a 2-year-old and I have a babysitter tonight. So I'm ready to hang out and have some fun tonight. And I want to thank Borough President Eric Adams for always opening up Borough Hall and making sure that this is the people's house and that we are all truly welcomed here. As you go through the halls and you see the artwork all throughout, you can understand and recognize that there was a time when we were not welcomed here. And to see this beautiful diaspora demonstrates how far we have come as a community and as a people. And I'm so excited to see all of the diversity that's here today. I'm a bit emotional today because we had a very tough vote at City Hall today. Today we voted to close Rikers Island. This was probably the toughest vote that the City Council has ever taken. It was the longest vote that we had ever taken, but we recognize that to have our community and our people languish in Rikers Island and all of the other borough-based jails that are antiquated, that are dangerous, that create broken individuals who never get the services or the rehabilitation that they truly need. We needed to start fresh, we needed to press the reset button, and we needed to begin again in order to begin a process of decriminalizing our community. So I'm so happy that we were able to do that and to create this historic moment in our time. I also want to say it's so important for us to celebrate many holidays like this, celebrations of our culture and our heritage. Many people often say we shouldn't have all of these recognitions of different cultural months or events or radio stations or awards ceremonies, but we absolutely should now more than ever, because with number 45 running around here, we have to make sure that we are loud, strong, and proud of our cultural heritage and who we are and what we have contributed to this city and to this nation. When you see the honorees that are up here, presidents, entrepreneurs, judges, lawyers, prosecutors, all of these individuals, imagine New York City without this breath of creativity, of ingenuity, of intellect. We are so dynamic and we are so powerful. And when we just think about the gains that we have made, Supreme Court Justice Sonia Sotomayor, our first Latino elected District Attorney Eric Gonzalez. We have Dr. Martha Moreno Vega, founder of the Caribbean Cultural Center. We have Melissa Mark Viverito, first Puerto Rican elected as Speaker of the New York City Council. We have the late, great Hector Figueroa, the president, former president of 32BJ, one of the largest unions in the country. We have come so very far and have made so many extraordinary gains. It's so important that we continue to raise our profile and our importance and significance when so many of our people are having their families torn apart at the border and children not knowing where their parents are, when we have an individual who feels that it is appropriate to tear parents apart and to deport people, to put a fear in people of traveling. We know that we have to raise our voices and to make sure that our contributions stand loud and proud. And the way we do that, and we are so concerned about this, we have a census coming up. Census 2020 is coming up, and the community that they fear the most that will not turn out is the Latino community. But we cannot stand in the face of fear. We have to come out louder, we have to come out stronger, we have to increase our numbers, because that's where the resources are. And we have to be counted like we have never been counted before. And so I'm going to just close, because the real revolution in this room, and I hope that we all see it, when we talk about black and brown communities, We will be more powerful when we no longer see ourselves as black and brown. When we see ourselves as one people, we become the numerical majority and we become the most powerful force in the United States of America when we take that and out and see ourselves as one people. So I hope that this celebration brings us closer to that place, because it is in that place that real change happens and real revolution happens. And I want to thank our Borough President, Eric Adams, for always bringing us together. That's what leadership does. It brings people of all walks of life together. And I want to thank my very close friend, Denise Felipe, who does an extraordinary job here at Borough Hall, bringing us together and putting the spice and the excitement and the fun and the energy and the vivaciousness into every single thing that she does. I love her, I love you, and congratulations to all of you for a wonderful and extraordinary night. Let's keep our heritage going and our culture going, and let's continue to move towards unification. Thank you.
I didn't know any better. That sounds like a political speech right there. Just in case. Just in case, but just vote, just in case, So, because I know the Borough President is short on time, I'm just gonna read a quick, did you guys enjoy the dance downstairs? Yeah. Okay, after Domingo speaks, there's a performance, so I don't want nobody to leave. Go downstairs to Rotunda, there's gonna be a performance from Ballet Hispánico, but they are celebrating their 50-year anniversary. Congratulations. So, whereas on behalf of all Brooklynites, I salute Ballet Hispánico under the leadership of acclaimed choreographer Eduardo Vilaro, bringing communities together to celebrate and explore Latino cultures through innovative dance production, transformative dance training, and community engagement. We thank you for your 50th anniversary. Please come up. Lorraine, and there's more people. Everybody from Ballet Hispánico, guys, they've been around for 50 years. They do choreography here in the school. Can you take this to them? They do choreography in 2 schools here in Brooklyn, right? And all over the country. They're international. That's what we want. Thank you so much, because she loves the arts. Because obviously nobody else likes the arts over here, but I do. Yo meneo la colita todo el tiempo. So thank you guys for being here. I just want to make sure the BP gets a picture with them. Thank you. Thank you, Ballet Hispánico, for giving us your service and your wonderful time to the youth. Let me get that award. So this is the first time that we ever do this, so we want to make sure that we do this right. Domingo has been impacting not only through social media, because I know that his social media, he does a lot of funny stuff on there, but one of the things that I admire from him is I just saw one of his stories where he was playing with the kids in Spain, right? And he was so interactive. He's very tenacious. His spirit is so diligent, but he is so passionate about what he does. Not only being a wonderful artist, but he's just a wonderful human being. I think that this award cannot say enough about his talent. So, but this is a token on behalf of the Brooklyn Borough President. We have an award for him as the influential artist for not only Brooklyn, but all of New York City for Latino heritage. So congratulations, Domingo. Want to bring you up. By the way, I've never seen a street named after a person who's still alive. He has a whole town named after him in Spain, so you guys know.
Bueno, buenas noches. Sorry I was a little late. I was flying in from Madrid. My dad was having a little surgery yesterday, so I stayed with him, but he's doing perfect, so we're all very happy. And it's a pleasure to be able to come here and to share this very important moment for me and for my career. I take every award very serious because I come from a very humble background, and I work very hard to be where I am. No? And then people, they look at my life and they say, well, you have such a great life. No? And I do, but after all the glamour and the success and the beautiful stories, I am Domingo Zapata, I am like you, like the kids in the school, like everybody, you know? We're all humans, we're all the same. So that's why it means a lot to me to have any kind of recognition. But when it comes from Brooklyn, which is the birth of art in today's world, when it comes from my dear Latino community, and when it comes from New York City, for a kid from a little island in Spain, well, I'm very happy, and I love to share this with all the children that have a dream, because dreams do come true, and if you keep dreaming, then beautiful things can happen. Thank you, Presidente. ¿Dónde está? I got a little bit of...
I stand up for him. I stand up for him.
Thank you, Eric Adams. You've been so nice to me. I really appreciate it. We do need to upgrade the artwork in this room. Okay? And I am committed to do that for free, with the help of any other artist that want to from here. So we can work together, and I mean, if we need to do the portraits again, let's just do them cool, you know? Anyways, I always say that art is not about talent, especially when I'm with children. And I love to work with children, and I have a commitment that I want to share as well with all of you guys, to help with any schools and any art programs that you want. I would like to do that, and I would like to do more of that here in Brooklyn. But I always say art, and to be a good artist, is not about talent. And then I get criticized. Because I believe that to be a good artist is all about sensibility. We live in a world where the first things that get cut off in education is arts. And I don't talk about painting and drawing. I'm talking about music and dancing. And I think that if we keep doing that, then we're going to create a future generation of men and women without sensibility. And without sensibility, then we are soldiers. We don't have feelings. And without feelings, we don't have love. And without love, then we don't have anything. So here goes my commitment to Brooklyn and to all of New York to help with that in anything that I can. And I'm sure many other artists that will be there to help me. Anyways, thank you everybody that made this possible, everybody that made this beautiful evening possible. And let's have fun now.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Before we go downstairs and see that wonderful performance, we just want to ask the honorees once again to come up here in the middle, because he has a wonderful little thing here that I think I want to hold for you. So if you don't make your way over here real quickly. And the ladies, we have like a little token of appreciation, because we know that the guys, they fall a little behind on giving us nice roses. So we want to say thank you for being beautiful. If you can just stand over there. Thank you on behalf of, they were donated by James Weir Floral, my wonderful friend Stella, who she's amazing. We'll go give him some over there. Yep, the guys stand up there. Domingo, you could be right in the front, because I'm going to take your little thing over there, Domingo. Yeah, right in the middle. Okay. No, I want all of you guys there. So we have elected officials here. Get up there, Tommy. Elected officials. We just want to do one more final picture before we conclude. That way we give some time to our dancers downstairs to be ready when you guys make your way downstairs. Please continue to enjoy the music, the performance the music, the food before you leave. And if you make it out the front door, please see the young lady who's there, thank her for her service, and then she'll give you your nice little gift for coming for Latino Heritage Night. So wait, you can't leave.